Tonita Espinosa-Young, and I'm with Johns Manville. Enterprise Data Steward is my role. I work in the service delivery team for IT, and I work with material master data. So the challenges that we face with master data is that we don't really have a lot of automated solutions for creation of data, for changing the data. We have come up with some semi-automated solutions and what we can do to make it as good as possible, but we were looking for bridging that gap, and specifically our vendor master data has been a lot of manual entry, double entry, and so that's where we really started thinking about the Winshuttle products. So we got transaction and we thought, well, let's see how easy this product is to use right out of the box. So we didn't schedule any training, and we just kind of looked online and looked at how it was set up and started immediately getting benefit from the tool. And then we started looking at expanding the use to the vendor automation, and have since deployed Central to a development environment, and we're kind of right in the midst of that now. We rationalized our decision to get Winshuttle based on the amount of time that we were spending on specific processes. So the annual operating plan, data changes that were taking place, that was a lot of time for the IT resources that support the business. As soon as the businesses saw what transaction can do, they were very excited about it as well. And so we started putting together a capital project, and that included 18 runner licenses, 4 more studio licenses, and then really focusing on getting Central set up and server and all of those things. The results that we've seen have been really great. One of the very first results, it was unplanned. We had a legacy retirement going on in one of our facilities, and they have thousands of materials and a kind of a more complex setup to their bombs and routings. So kind of the tools that we had, LSMWs to move data, to create data, etc., were not going to be functional. And I had only had a transaction for a few weeks and decided, well, I'm going to really work to get this tool to work. And just kind of jokingly, I was like, well, let's see what we can do. Here's create, do the script, okay, here's map, let's just auto map, okay, let's just run. And lo and behold, everything worked. We were all kind of like, oh, you know, we thought that was so incredibly exciting. So that was, I think, 3,000 records, really just kind of doing something like that. Currently, I'm working as the project manager to deploy Winshuttle from a Central perspective. And in order to talk to management about why we're doing that and the benefits, I just used Winshuttle's log and was able to quickly pull a beautiful slide with the charts and say 320 days have been saved since February, so very short time frame. And the charts really showed where we used it in production or other environments. And I was able to say just in the last 30 days we were able to save, I think it was 123 hours. So really, we've really kind of ramped up as we've gone. So that's it was a very powerful tool to have the charts and then really be able to say that in such a short time, one user was able to save almost probably a year's worth of employee time. Presenting Winshuttle to the businesses, I think we increase our credibility as being a partner and providing tools that are actually going to be useful, not just providing systems that require them to fill in data. I think it's a very exciting tool. The team is really great. Where you guys are trying to go is good. I really like the fact that you listen for the customer feedback and make decisions based on that feedback, both qualitative and the quantitative.